Douche. Okay. I really hope. All right. I'm in there. Okay. So, hello. First, I want to make sure I'm in both cameras, the best I can. I want to thank everyone for all the blessings and prayers and releasing of butterflies and thank you everyone for sharing your love with me and my mom and the loss of her dog. So I wanted to come on and do a little meditation around this, as well as share with you some ritual and practices in navigating how I am going to grieve and celebrate and hold space for my mom in all this. And so first, I definitely want to take a moment to get into my body. I'm like, it's hard. Like, I don't know what to do. When she first called me and told me, I'm like, what do you say? There's nothing like you can say or do, and I'm so scared to say the wrong thing. And it's like, I don't know, and so I want to take a moment to drop into divine energy and connect to my higher self, connect to Mimi, my mom's dog, and the spirit world, and connect to the energy of my mom to really see how can I show up best for myself and my mom and all that's coming through with this transition of my mom's dog Mimi into not living in the physical world, and what that is going to mean for us in the days to come. I'm feeling like just keeping it really simple. I'm going to chant Om 3 times. And I invite you to chant with me. And I'm chanting for all of which I just shared about. Just for maximum grace for myself, my mom, Mimi, and everyone involved. Please chant with me if you have a moment, or if you just drop into the energy field of maximum grace and sending that to me, to my mom, to everyone involved in the loss of Mimi, and precious furry creature. And I'm going to do 3 heart chakra seed syllable mantras. The sound of the heart chakra on an energetic frequency is Yam, the letters Y-A-M. And of course it sounds like yum because love is yummy. I invite you to be with me and be with this energy, placing your hands on your heart. And even allowing yourself to be in any grieving loss space. Or if you know someone who lost an animal recently, thinking of also the gratitude goddess Debbie Garcia, just lost her cat a couple days ago. Maximum grace to Debbie Garcia. Sending love to all the furry creatures of the world. into the energy of loss. I'm holding my mom in my heart right now, holding myself and Debbie. It's my favorite sound to chant. I always feel tickled inside when I chant that sound. Thank you all for joining me in this again and supporting and just feeling really soft and sweet right now. And my mom's dog Mimi had a thing where she loved empty cans. She carried around empty cans. My mom would have to travel with an empty can. She cuddled the empty cans, and if you've seen the pictures of her, she looks like a raggedy, pardon me, want to say looked now, looks. She looked like a homeless raggedy dog with a mohawk, and like her hair was always a disaster. And she would walk around with this empty can in her mouth, and it was just like, she looked like the perfect little homeless dog. And it's not like she had a need for food, you know, she left her empty can. And it was a Mimi thing. And so here at the house, there's a bunch of empty cans. And this morning when I woke up, so all the cans were in the room where my mom and Mimi spent most of their time. And when I woke up this morning, this can was in the kitchen in one of the main spaces. The can was not there yesterday. I would have saw this can. It was in a spot where all my stuff was. There was stuff moved around in that spot. I did not move any cans. I have not seen a can outside of that room since Mimi when I went away with my mom that weekend. Last weekend, Memorial Day weekend. It's the last time I saw Mimi. And it's weird. It's so weird. And my partner was here with their dog, and we were like, what, like, did Thule, Thule's the name of their dog, did Thule go get the can and move it out? Like, how? Like, it was so weird, and like, I was freaked out, and I was like, this isn't a joke, right? You didn't do this? Like, you're not, like, this is real? Like, you didn't, and it's real, like, the spirit of Mimi, somehow, some way, came to visit and reminded us to celebrate and appreciate. And my friend Mimi, Mimi Radiance, you know, she shared, you know, yesterday, how are you going to celebrate this? Because that's how fucking awesome Mimi is. And Mimi has been, she goes by Radiance, but I asked her if I could call her Mimi because my mom's dog Mimi, and you know, and her words are like, Mimi's words about Mimi are like ringing through me, and I can feel Mimi holding space for Mimi right now and celebrating me in this moment. So I'm going to do a ritual and create an altar and for Mimi. And my mom, I reached out and asked her how, how she would really, in so many ways, just trying to see how I could best be there for her, And she said she would really like a blown up picture of Mimi and, in a nice frame. And, me and my partner were talking about the different things. So she went to get Mimi cremated yesterday, and my mom and me are very much alike, where we always have lots of jewelry. We never take off our rings and bracelets usually. I've been taking them off more because of my lifestyle. So we started researching rings and bracelets that we can get Mimi's ashes put into. And I've been dropping into like, what can I do? What do I want to do? And I'm holding this can for inspiration, like, come on, Mimi, how can we, you knew how Mimi knew how to love my mom, and I just really want to drop into that, like, all right, and celebrating. And I had this apple that's been sitting around for a while that I haven't eaten. Why, I don't know. But for me, when it comes to ritual and celebration and life and death, birth, rebirth, fruit, life, like this represents life. And I'm going to make an altar. It's going to be a mix of some ritual and altar outside. It's still coming together. I'm still in gestation. I'm still asking for higher wisdom on how I can be of divine maximum service and grace in this integral part of life right now. And so yeah, this apple is going to represent Mimi's life in some capacity. And I'm going to do ritual and altar. I think some of this is going to go into the earth. Some of it's going to go into my body. Some of it I'm going to scrub my body with. I'm going to make my mom a sacred altar spray. I'm going to make an altar for Mimi in the house. And I'm going to make an altar outside in the yard for Mimi. And I'm going to make kind of like a headstone piece that my mom can have on her land where she lives now in the campground for Mimi. And, it's like, I don't know if she wants all of this too, so I'm still really trying to see, like, what do I need from me and to navigate me wanting to hold space for my mom, hold space for myself, and for Mimi, and for the spirit life, and in gratitude, and in thanks, and in celebration, and yeah. So my Mimi can and my apple. This is the beginning of an amazing ritual to celebrate and grieve Mimi. And in the spirit of that, I'm going to close with another mantra and chant, which is Sa Ta Na Ma. Oh, and so you can do, there's mantras, which is words and things you chant or say. Then mudras, which are things you do with your hands. This has a mantra and a mudra. So Sa, and you put your pointer finger, and they all go to your thumb. Sa, which is life. No, wait. Yes, life. Ta, just birth. You go to the next finger. Na, next finger. It's your ring finger, which is death. And then Ma, your pinky finger, which is rebirth. So Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Okay? I invite you to chant this with me in the celebration of the cycles of existence. And calling upon for clarity and divine wisdom and guidance, and then how I can be of maximum grace and service and support in this experience right now for my mom Sending this to her, holding her here in this moment, and calling upon the spirit of Mimi to hold us and be with us in all of this, shining her furry love. Satanama. I'm shaking. Satanama. Satanama. You always notice I breathe very consciously in between each mantra. Now I'm going to chant the Sanskrit Satanama mantra in English. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Whew, a lot of stuff went through me. Life, death, birth, rebirth. I said that wrong. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Life, death, birth. Yeah, wow. I don't know what's happening. Life, death, birth, rebirth. Sorry, I'm taking a moment to feel the difference of that cycle. Okay, I'm going to stop geeking out, guys, and I'm going to go back to the original mantra, get out of my head and back into my body. But really, who am I to say that I know the order that's supposed to be a certain way? The cycles of life are just so... Life, birth, death, rebirth. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Life, birth, death, rebirth. Satanama. Satanama. Taking a moment in silence to feel, notice. Let it all land and ground, settling in, calling in, noticing the aliveness in your body, the frequencies of energy, elements of life, existence, birth, death, rebirth, in all the ways. You know, right now in my fingers are feeling really tingly and alive. And I'm feeling a really sweet, peaceful silence inside. And I just got a vision of Mimi frolicking Mimi, like, in the spirit world. I can see her dancing in the spirit world. I can also see her crying and dancing as she cries. You can see Mimi in the spirit world, celebrating it all in maximum grace. Wow. All right. So, I didn't know that I was going to be here that long, but I'm really happy I did that. I really needed to be in that, and I'm really appreciating everyone. I really feel the presence of all of you and the magic of us all coming together and the eternal oneness of breath and connection and sound and movement and prayer and the animal world and the spirit world and the energy world and the human world. And really grateful for my tribe and community. Really grateful for all of you. As always, I hope that everything I share and put out there adds to your existence. And please always, it's awesome when you share, when you click the like, when you react. It helps spread these possibilities, this love, these opportunities. Like, if you feel like it really inspired you and it offers something to your world, you feel like it could offer something to the rest of the world, you click the share button, it goes out to the world. And even if you just click the like button or hit a little reaction, that helps it like spread and maximize its capacity to reach other people. If you don't feel comfortable or want to share it with your page, you can share it with friends. And I always love hearing feedback and how this landed on you, what it brought to your world. If you have questions, inquiries, you want to dive deeper, you can use support in these areas. Anything you hear I share about, you can share here, or feel free to send me a private message. I always go back and look and comment and interact, and I do my best to keep up with everything. If you don't get a response from me in a timely manner and you really want to be heard and seen, reach back out and let me know. And I will do my best to be there for you, okay? In whatever way I can. Mwah! Ow!